Arc browser versus Chrome complete review. In this video, we're going to be talking about two of the best browsers out there right now. Obviously, Chrome, as we all know, is the OG old browser that a lot of people love using. And then we have this one. Now, this browser is called Arc browser. Now, what Arc does is it's the Chrome replacement that people have been waiting for. And people like The Verge, and a whole lot more people, they have said that this is like the new Chrome. It's just much better, and you can see the layout. It has a good UI, good UX, and it's just pretty incredible. All right, so to download this for yourself, what you're going to do is you're going to come here, click on download Arc for Windows 11, and the same obviously goes with Chrome. Now the thing is that I have used a lot of browsers throughout the years. Okay, tons and tons of web browsers. Now Arc browser is the most unique browser that I've ever seen, to be very honest. Now, that is because it's not even recognizable as a web browser, but does that really make it better than Chrome? Do the added features and, unique interfaces make it the superior browser, or is it just complicating the experience for the sake of looking new and different? Well, the customizability and productivity features are what makes Arc browser unique. But if it doesn't get the basics right, none of those added features actually matter. You can actually change the color, change the capabilities for yourself, and a whole lot more. And you can see its features just like over here. You can power up your browsing with AI that they call Max as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, now Arc browser is built on Chromium, which is Google's open source browser engine that powers Chrome, Edge, Brave, and countless other browsers. So Arc browsers should, be slightly identical and have similar, if not identical, performance to Chrome. And in my real world testing, both browsers felt equally fast and reliable. And I ran some tests on browserbench.org, and Arc and Chrome were nearly identical. So Chrome's Jetstream was 311. Arc's Jetstream was around 309, then the motion mark for Chrome was 4,222, Arc's was 4,543, and the speedometer speed was equal, which was 365 and 365. Both the benchmarks were equal in 2 or 3 tests, with Arc scoring, slightly higher when it comes to actual speed. Now, sometimes, even if, browsers that powered by Chromium give you proper running. So for example, in Brave, certain pages have led severe issues loading, okay? They have a lot of issues loading in. They have a lot of issues, opening the same pages in Chrome. So if you open those separately with Chrome differently, it opens it instantly. Now, while I've been using Arc, I have not seen an instance where a page loads in slowly. It's pretty incredible. And the best part is about extensions as well. Now, in Chrome or, some browser like Opera right now, we can go ahead and access extensions from up here. And, it's a little weird. It's a little strange to look at. But the best part about Arc is that you can locate the actual extensions tab up here. So look at this. This is your extensions tab over here. And you can open this up down here, add your extensions the way you want. And it's pretty incredible. Basically, its whole, marketing scheme is how tidy the actual tab titles look, and how, the main look of the whole browser changes the way you work on it. So it's pretty incredible and pretty cool stuff to get your head around, and it gives you a good idea of work ethic, okay? So this is basically, Arc. Now, the performance and reliability of Arc browsers are, standing up to Chrome, but we need to address the elephant in the room: the interface and the features. Okay, one of my biggest reservations without even trying the Arc browser was radically different UI. Arc uses, proper condensed features with condensed URL, and opening a new tab deploys a pop-up, okay, for you to visit your desired URL, which is pretty incredible. Okay, you need to think different. These very differences dates in me from giving Arc a serious tag along. I've been aware of the browser for a few years, and every time I've thought about downloading it, I just say to myself, that looks so confusing and different. And I don't want to put in the mental energy to learn how this works. It honestly feels like you're switching operating systems. I had the exact same feeling when switching from Windows to Mac many years ago, okay? So, web browsers all look and feel the same. Usually, it's touting speed or privacy benefits that make them actually unique, but Arc is breaking the mold. So, is it, actually better? Well, there's a lot to unpack here, but when it comes to the basic layout of Arc, the vertical tabs, the condensed URL bar, the boxed view with the websites not quite reaching the edges of the window, something about it just feels a little less distracting than an actual traditional browser. Now, I'm always jumping between tabs and then I browse between them in, pretty simplistic ways. So, these can become a really valuable lookout for yourself in the proper workings of browsers. Okay, so when it comes to downloading Arc as well, it's not a huge setup file. As you can see, the setup file is pretty small. So if we come over here, we save it, look at that. Arc installs it immediately. And then to actually add it to your system, simply come over here, click on run. And once you click on run, as you can see, it starts loading things in, starts adding it into everything. And look at that. So it has downloaded it and it's preparing your new browser. Now, as I told you, people jump really big on the whole, leaping from one platform to another because Google is so simplistic and amazing with features, packed with speed and everything. But Arc is a little bit too much, okay? It's like jumping from art to actual Picasso stuff, shifting from small kitty crayon books to actual, proper modern canvas art. So people always are scared that, it might cause them issues, but trust me, none of that happens because Arc generally is so easy and fun to use, and Arc brings the same customizations to websites boost, allowing you to actually customize actual websites. So you can change the color of proper websites, you can change their font, you can also change their theme. You can make them dark, light, you can remove elements, even adding them in CSS. And Arc users have come up with different ways and some insanely creative ways to actually boost their working. Okay? And generally, Arc has really good and really fun things to work on. And it also, by the way, seamlessly updates the pages. Okay, whatever pages you plan on working with, most of them are updated quite immediately and quite quickly. So it's like, Arc users give us a way to create basic browser extensions without having to create an actual extension, which is pretty nice. Now, Boost or Arc Boost is one of the many features that, actually helps you shape the browser you're using. And to be honest, there are so many features sprinkled in, okay, that I still don't feel I have a full grasp on everything it can do. But here are the standout features, I noticed in my testing. Arc has a unique take on lab management. First, your bookmarks are displayed as permanent tabs on the top left-hand side, okay? And, the bookmark is the actual tab. This applies to both bookmarks in the folders that you can see over here on the left-hand side. So for regular tabs that aren't bookmarked, they'll automatically be archived after 12 hours of inactivity. You can actually disable that in the settings as well. It's not necessary for that to always happen to you. So, basically, Arc is an incredible platform. Now, if I were to give a final verdict on if it's better than Google, am I actually switching to Arc? Now, after testing all the features that Arc Browser has to offer, would I ever use it over Chrome? Yes, I would definitely use it over Chrome. Will I make it my default browser? That is something I might, think about. Because Chrome, as we all know, although is much simpler than Arc, but obviously the speed and integrity of Chrome is much better. And obviously Chrome allows you to run Web3L, Unity Web, and proper Flash browser games on it as well, which aren't allowed on many other browsers. So just like this, you're going to make sure to make a good judgment. In my opinion, I would definitely love using Arc browser, but Chrome is the go for me. So yeah, pretty much that's all there is for this video. Now, if you enjoyed watching, drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time. Goodbye.